So this is my call for help to get my Paasche, not sure how to pronounce it, Paasche Raptor airbrush working again. For years, I've been enjoying my $30 Chinese Shear airbrush. You can see it's not the cleanest, but it's worked. It's been good for years. But I was curious, what do I get from a higher end airbrush? I had my tax return money, big investment for me, and I went out and I bought the Paasche Raptor with the 3 different tip set. And right out of the box, I had almost a month of painting that I loved. I love this smaller bowl. I enjoyed swapping out the tips and getting the different coverage areas, so I could do larger and smaller models. Really nice control, and the action was good. Then I did a boneheaded thing, where you can hold the tip in and then you mix it in the bowl and get the bubbles and clear it out. I do that all the time. For whatever reason, I decided to pull the needle back before doing that, and ended up with primer all the way back into the valve, which I'm like, what? Anyway, that was stupid. So take the whole thing apart, take the valve apart, soak it, scrub it, get it ready to go. Now I'm trying to put it back together, and I cannot get the trigger to work. So I've noticed that this trigger does have one flat side and a rounded side. On one of the videos I saw, it said to put the rounded side towards the back, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to put this in here, and you can see, it's the trigger is nice and smooth on the valve. So that part, good. We're good to go. Now the next part, I hold that there. This is the part that goes in. I know that this little nub at the top needs to go into that channel. So up it goes. Up. Look at me. I've done it so many times. So anyway, and then from what I can see in the videos, it says just to push it right up against the trigger and let it sit there. Now you put the spring in. Spring's next, and then I don't know what you're going to call this, but this holds the spring in place. It centers the valve, and at this point, I can't move the trigger back any further. I'm going to put the needle in to hold it in place, just because this also shows something else I want to show. So I'm going to put the needle in here, not going all the way through, just far enough so that the trigger doesn't pop out. And I'm going to put this on the up. I'm going to screw this down just a little bit more so I can get the threads on. And so now I'm going to point out again, here it's not moving. I'm trying not to put too much force. It was super smooth. The up and down action's still good on the valve. And I can pull this back, and that moves freely forward and back. Oh, I've dropped it out of the channel. That happens. And so that's back in place. But anyway, you can see how it moves back and forth. So I would think that I should be able to push it back. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have scrubbed it down. I have tried the round side to the front, round side to the back. I have tried what else have I tried? I tried a couple drops of 5-star oil. Nothing. It's binding. It's like it's running into a brick wall, and I haven't been able to find anything that clearly shows me what I'm doing wrong when I'm reassembling this. So right now, as nice as it was for those first few weeks before I made my mistake, it's an expensive paperweight. I've never had a similar problem with my cheapy airbrush. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong, because I would love to use this some more. If you can give me any help, a link in the comments or whatever it takes, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much.